All right, we are live. We are live here on youtube.com. This is your boy Will's Wrestling Corner, and we are back with episode 2 of the Unscripted Podcast. Joining me today, it is Aaron Baker of the Savage Wrestling Podcast, frequent collaborator, good friend. Aaron, how are you doing on this fine evening? It is hot as balls outside.
It gets hot up there. I'm just
It is
playing.
hot.
I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing.
No,
I'm
I was
joking.
gonna I was
I'm
gonna play that as
joking.
a joke. In the land of the polite, this is the cold land apparently. No, it's
No,
hot in
because
the summer.
no, yeah, it's about 90 degrees here. We're going through a fucking heat wave. It's gonna fucking suck, but luckily I work at night, so it'll be cooled off. But yeah, man, I'm doing all right. I've been doing as you heard before we hit record, doing a Marvel timeline universe watch through, and I'm on the Daredevil TV show. Fucking so good. It's so good. It it's the perfect show that every episode it's not like a fill. It feels like it's a filler, but it also gives you enough to be like, okay, I gotta watch the next episode. And
Yeah.
Daredevil is like one of my low key favorite Marvel superheroes. So
Yeah, well, I mean, the new Avengers is coming out. So, I mean, next year or the year after the next year.
are you talking about Secret Wars or whatever the fuck?
Whatever the fuck they're calling it. The one where Robert
Yeah,
Downey Jr.'s playing Doctor Doom.
Oh, yeah, I think that's Secret War. I don't fucking know. I don't
Whichever
know what the
one. I
fuck they're
think it's
calling it.
2026.
Fuck. I don't
2027
know.
maybe. I don't know, but yeah, you got a ton of time to really catch up to the new ones. I mean, maybe.
It's
I
a
mean, there's a
lot,
shit ton
bro.
of Marvel. There's
It's a
a shit
lot.
ton of Marvel shit.
It's a lot because thanks to Disney Plus, they have like everything in timeline order, which is what I like to go through. And right
Yeah.
now, I'm so far behind. Like my next like actual like movie that I have to watch is Avengers: Age of Ultron. So that's how far
Oh,
back in the timeline I've went.
oh my fucking god! You're not even on like Disney Plus era where they have like almost like a crap ton of shit. I mean, I can't really make fun of that. I haven't really checked out a lot of Marvel shit either. I'm just a casual watcher. I'll watch the big Avengers movies. I'll watch any Spider-Man movie. And then whatever my friends want to watch. Like I watched Captain America Brave New World, sucked.
Yeah, yeah, I've heard that the new stuff it doesn't hit so well.
No, they focus too
But
much on comedy, in my opinion.
yeah, yeah, thanks Dave Bautista for giving me mountains of laughter last night when I was watching Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yep. Dave Batista is really the only interesting part of those movies, if you ask me. Not a big fan of Chris Pratt. First hot take of the stream.
Whoa.
Not a big fan of Chris Pratt.
Whoa.
No.
I'm just not really a big fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy because it's like one of those like fringe Marvel things.
Yeah. But with that being said, obviously this is a wrestling podcast. We are going to go into some of the top trending topics of the week. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot this week, if you do ask me. Obviously, this Saturday it is going to be Night of Champions. Seems like it's still going on.
Question mark.
Yeah, question mark. Obviously,
Yeah,
yeah.
son of a
Obviously, we
bitch.
know what happened last night.
Thank you, President Trump. Thank you. Thanks
I
so much.
I am
See,
not.
I was really hoping you wouldn't have brought it up because now I'm like in a high. I'm so fucking high that now I'm gonna spout out whatever I gotta fucking say. Not my word, not my problem. If you're gonna ask me, I didn't want this war. I thought that we should have just kept. Give me a second. Think we should have just let Israel handle its business and do whatever the fuck it wanted to do. But I get it. It's a national security threat.
Hmm.
I've heard this fucking movie before. I'm old enough to know. I'm old enough to remember. We think that the country of Iraq has WNDs. I've seen this movie before, and it didn't end well.
Mm-mm.
Thank you. Thank you, President Trump. Because because I already know that these discussions are probably happening as we speak.
Yeah.
Of that TKO and WWE have probably gone on a conference call with the president's cabinet, and they're probably asking, we have a show in Saudi Arabia next weekend. What the fuck are we going to do for security?
Yeah, exactly. And that's what everyone is talking about right now because geographically, I'm going to pull it up here. I'm going to act like a fucking news reporter. Give me a second.
Okay, so I can kind of tell you because I know a little bit about Middle Eastern history. Saudi Arabia is kind of in the dead center of everything of
Well, that's what
where
I'm trying to
so
pull up right here. If you see, there's a map.
yep,
There's Iraq close to the. Oh, sorry, Israel over to the left. Iran over to the right. Here's Riyadh, right in the middle,
yep.
where Night of Champions is set to take place.
I mean, the U.S. probably has like military bases stationed probably in Qatar and probably the UAE, but I don't know, man. I don't. I personally, as a fan, I don't feel comfortable putting on a putting on the show. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. This happens every time that WWE is set to go to Saudi Arabia.
Oh yeah,
Every time. Every time there's some kind of turmoil or some kind of unrest or some kind of war happening in the Middle East.
yeah, and then you hear about a whole bunch of wrestlers not wanting to perform. I mean, I said on my video today. I mean, look at Crown Jewel 2018. I think
Yeah, wasn't that when a lot of people weren't able to leave the country or some shit, where the plane was like
that
kind of stopped from
that was
leaving?
that was 2019, and that was like, yeah, the planes didn't leave, and then they had to send all those NXT people, and that was how we got Raw, SmackDown, NXT at Survivor Series. But I was talking about 2018 when that journalist, I think that American journalist, got murdered or
Are you
kidnapped.
talking about Jamal Khashoggi?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, I know all about that.
yeah, and then
Terrible business.
people like John Cena, Daniel Bryan, they all refused to work the show. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. I think Roman Reigns was supposed to work the show. Then he got his leukemia, but then it was later revealed that he didn't want to work the show anyway, out of like fear for his safety or whatever.
Now, right now, me and my co-host are in a little bit of a feud with another podcast called Two Heads, One Table.
Fuck
Yesterday,
them.
James called them two gays, one table.
I saw that show actually. I did watch that
Yeah,
part.
yeah, that was fucking hilarious. I personally like the two balls, one dick. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
yeah, I don't have anything positive to say
Me
about
neither.
the Middle East. I
Well,
just wish that the
I
world
won't
would
say
just
about the
leave
Middle
them
East.
alone because they're always going to be the way that they're going to be. It's just in their history.
My thing is it's like just move the fucking show. It's not that hard.
Yeah, yeah,
I've seen
but
a lot of people say Chicago.
also at the same time, you'll have these other people that are in the know like me that'll be like, well, Saudi Arabia is also an ally of the United States when they want to be.
Mhm.
And it's just this couldn't have happened at a worse time for wrestling fans because everybody's so excited that we were gonna get Punk versus John Cena, and now that's kind of like up in the air because WWE's been awfully fucking quiet and hasn't said a fucking word.
Yeah, Sean Ross Sapp was like, I asked on a official capacity.
Oh, you mean Sean Rossap, that guy?
Sorry, you cut off a little bit. What were you saying?
Oh, it's because I was sniffing. I was
Oh,
sniffing really loud.
oh, yeah, no, I know what you mean.
No, yeah, I saw his tweet, and I've been trying to keep up, but like Daredevil's been really gripping my attention. So, but no,
Yeah.
I was explaining on the Savage Wrestling podcast that this week I haven't really been able to watch a whole lot of wrestling because I've been kind of down in the dumps, and also seeing Goldberg on my television in 2025 is maybe just physically repulsed
We'll
by the
get to that later.
product. So much so that I've went back and just started watching all of like the old shit. Like me and my best friend went back and watched SummerSlam 2001, and that was probably from top to bottom the best SummerSlam card I've probably witnessed recently
I need to see
or
that
of all
show.
time. Yeah, it's really fucking good. We got Austin and Kurt Angle for the WWE title. By the way, this is in the smack dab in the middle of the invasion angle. So it's heel
Okay.
Stone Cold Steve Austin with the Alliance taking on the WWF's hero in Kurt Angle, who wouldn't win the title until September. And if you know the United States history timeline, September is kind of a shitty month in the year of 2001.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
shitty.
Yep, 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 yep.
And that was, I think it was confirmed by Bruce Pritchard that 9/11 was kind of the whole, like, they were gonna keep the belt on Steve Austin until that happened, and they were like, you know what, this seems like the right thing to do, and they put it on Kurt.
Well, honestly, it was the right decision to put it on Kurt.
Yeah,
Like, my man's talented, so you might
yeah,
as
he
well.
was he was on a fucking streak in 2001, dude. Like he fucking took on Shane McMahon in a street fight. We all remember that.
Oh, we all
And
know
then
that. That
fucking
glass. Real glass.
And then fucking he was with Team WWF, then took on Stone Cold at SummerSlam because Invasion was in July, and then ends
Mm.
up winning the title in fucking September. But like the best match of that whole fucking card was RVD and Jeff Hardy in a ladder match for the hardcore title.
Ooh.
Yeah, those two were just doing shit just to do shit in that match.
Yeah, now I really got to check out that fucking show.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really got to check out that fucking
Yeah,
show.
if because I said it on the show, if I had to give like a bad match, it was probably the Brothers of Destruction versus DDP and Chris Kanyon, but it's not because of who's involved. It's just I kind of had to pick a match that I wasn't really excited about because I know what DDP was doing in 2001 and being the Undertaker's wife's stalker.
Oh, it was during that time when that storyline happened?
Yup,
God damn.
yup.
Poor guy. Got
Poor
over from
dude.
WCW.
I was so fucking excited to see a Canyon match because I've been doing this WCW watch through, right?
Yeah.
And I don't go and jump around from like 97, watch a Monday Nitro from this Monday, which would be what, the 23rd? Yeah. So I don't go and jump around and try to find nitros that are corresponding with today's date. I usually just do it on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
And I have been watching him. I think he's portraying Mortis right now, and he's in a feud with fucking Glacier. No offense to Glacier. It's just I've always said that Glacier should have been like a thing in 95, 96 WCW, and I think it could have worked. But in 1997, when you've got the NWO on top and everything just kind of seems real because you've got Chris Benoit and Kevin Sullivan beating the fuck out of each other on pay-per-view, and then you get Glacier and Mortis, and you're like, what in the video game fuck is this? So yeah, that's how
Go
much
go
shit happened
Power
on fucking
Rangers.
happened in wrestling this week.
This was what Glacier looked like.
Straight out of Mortal Kombat.
Why does my man look so familiar?
Mm. Because Tony Khan brought him in for a casino battle royal
Oh, did he?
1 year. Yeah, I think it was in 2019, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember them bringing Glacier. I know they brought the Blue Meanie for that.
Yeah, they brought in Glacier in one of those. I do remember that.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think it was around like 2019, so pro around the beginning.
Yeah, it was like right at
Yeah,
the start where they were bringing just about fucking anybody because they brought in Tommy Dreamer. They brought in
yeah.
the Blue Meanie.
Please don't remind me because I'm also watching old AEW stuff, and I'm literally on All Out 2019,
Oh, okay.
which has got the Escalera de los Muertos with the Young Bucks and the Lucha Brothers.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't really checked out a whole lot of old AEW either. But back on the topic of Night of Champions. Apparently, this report came out. Um, WrestleOps on Twitter, so take this with a grain of salt. One higher up on background has said the situation surrounding Night of Champions being held in Saudi Arabia next week was being monitored accordingly following the U.S. bombing Iran yesterday. That is a tweet.
That that literally sounds like a whole nothing burger.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, okay, we're gonna look into the situation, but
Well,
we're
because
still not
that
gonna do
just
shit.
well, hold on. That just furthers my point that they've been monitoring the situation and they're probably having these discussions and trying to find like what is the best thing because here's the deal. You don't want to piss off the Saudis
No.
because they paid for this event. So they're probably gonna try to cut like a backdoor deal with the United States and they're gonna be like, we're gonna allow you guys to come here with they'll be under our jurisdiction. They have to follow our rules, all that nonsense.
All those like women's tights, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of funny that we're getting a last women standing match in fucking Saudi Arabia. Isn't that wild?
We're also getting a women's U.S. title match in Saudi Arabia. We're getting Zelina Vega versus Julia. Also, Night of
Riveting.
Champions. Also, Night of Champions isn't Night of Champions.
Technically, they split it if you think
It's
about
Night
it.
of some champions.
Well, if you think about it, we're probably getting matches that we're probably going to be at Night of Champions, and we're getting them on SmackDown because WWE needs the ratings.
Maybe. Because,
That's just my thought. I'm not really too fucking upset about it, if I'm being honest, because I'm just like, man, I'm still gonna watch.
well, yeah, I'm still going to watch too, but I just think you shouldn't call it Night of Champions if, well, I get it. You don't want every title on the line because there's like so many fucking titles.
Well, actually, hold on. You know what? You know why I think that Night of Champions is gonna happen?
Why do you think Night of Champions is going to happen?
Because they used to do tribute to the troops on active military bases in Baghdad. You guys
Oh,
remember? Yeah, I just remembered
you're
that.
right.
Yeah, in an active war zone, they had tribute to the troops.
Fuck's sake. I forgot all about that.
I completely forgot all about that until I just started thinking about it, and I was like, wait a minute, they also did tribute to the troops.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean,
Fuck.
I could always be told that I'm wrong, so I'm not in the know, but I'm just
So
saying WWE
someone's gonna
hasn't really been shy from doing things out of the norm, even
some
though
someone's gonna comment on that, being like, "No, this was actually somewhere else. It wasn't in the active war zone. It was like
well, actually,
down
it
the
was
hall."
and blah, 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 blah. I could already hear fucking Dave Meltzer. Actually, it was not in the active war zone. You fucking
Uh,
idiot, you mark.
actually, it wasn't in Baghdad. It was in this other
Actually,
city.
it was in Kabul. It was
Yes.
in Kabul air. It was in the Kabul air base. It was also not in uh Iraq. It was in Afghanistan.
Get it right.
Uh, fucking
Also,
right.
where's Will Ospreay on my television? Uh, fucking Christ.
I have I have a bag full of 5-star matches that I'm just waiting to give Will Ospreay.
What was that tweet that y'all reacted to yesterday? It was like Will Ospreay hopes that WWE fans will get like a sexual feeling, a sexual awakening watching him wrestle. And I think the person quote tweeted, and James didn't say this on the stream. I was like, say it. The quote tweet said the only sexual awakening from Will Ospreay's matches is Dave Meltzer watching it.
I don't remember, bro.
That was what the tweet said. I was like, oh my
I
fucking
don't
god, that is
remember that because
gold.
I remember us going through fucking two gays, one table and going
Yeah.
through their timeline, and he was cracking me up. He was reading their tweets, and he was like, he he was reading one that they tweeted before Money in the Bank, and it was will Roman Reigns return tonight? And he goes, no, he didn't. Fuck you.
Well, I think I actually responded to one of those tweets the two heads one table said, where it was like, is Roman Reigns gonna cost Seth Rollins? And I think it was after the show, like, oh buddy, it didn't happen.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
He's just like, no, fuck you, fuck off.
probably
Yeah,
rates probably rates Money in the Bank 1 out of 10. Oh, why such a bad rating? Roman Reigns didn't come back.
Cody. No, my favorite one was I forget what it was. Oh, they were they were bashing Cody Rhodes,
Of
and
course they do.
they were like Cody Rhodes was like the worst WWE champion, and and James was like, no, he wasn't. Oh,
Jinder
Jesus,
Mahal. Yeah.
no, he wasn't. Fuck off. But yeah, so anyways, that was just my thought on the whole Night of Champions. They're not shy from doing things out of the norm, but also at the same time, if enough of the talent speak up, they're gonna have a problem.
Well, that's the thing too. It's like more people really do need to speak up about this. But speaking of
Well, no,
Night
they
of,
can't because if they do, they'll get called a hypocrite.
oh yeah, that's right. Maybe they'll have a little pipe bomb made about them.
Right.
Speaking of SmackDown, we got the Uno reverse card for the pipe bomb, where John Cena comes in and he literally kind of recites Punk's promo word for word, bar for bar.
It was word for word.
It was literally word for word, bar for bar.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
But yeah, man, that was probably the most wildest thing because I was like, there's no way. And then he goes, CM Punk, as you are as uncomfortable as you could possibly be. And I
Yeah.
was like, no fucking way he's doing this. And then he just kept going. And then once he said, hey, Claudio Castagnoli, hey, fucking Nick Nemeth, hey, Matt Cardona, how you doing? And I was like,
Yeah.
wow. And then I instantly messaged you. I was like, well, that Claudio Castagnoli is going to destroy the internet.
Well, that was the thing too, because you and I were talking. It was like all the AEW stands are going to be like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, oh man, I gotta be honest with you. I've seen some of the most tinfoil hat theories I have ever fucking seen about
Well,
this
I
whole
think I
fucking
think you.
promo.
Well, no, because before work today, I responded to Ibu. Everyone's Ibu. Fuck
James
you.
calls him elbow.
So yeah, so you actually read my mind because I was going to actually show this. Ibu, aka SRS's bitch, says the three names John Cena dropped last night were cover names for his actual subliminals: Nick Nemeth, Nick Jackson; Matt Cardona, Matt Jackson; and then the most tinfoil had it all, Claudio Casanoli, CC, Colt Cabana.
Oh,
That is the
that
most.
is the most tinfoil hat thing anybody has ever said in a wrestling space, and I've heard some wild things.
Yeah, because oh no, they can't say Nick Jackson, Matt Jackson, and fucking Colt Cabana. CM Punk said Colt Cabana 14 years ago. Like,
I
hey
don't know.
Jack
I don't
Swagger, how
know.
you doing? That's Jack Perry. I've seen so many people say, man, they should have said Jack Perry, bro.
I mean, it would have gotten a. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
It would have gotten that reaction. But
Yeah,
people
you would
went
have
like
had all
that
these
for
fucking
Claudio
reactions,
Castagnoli
these
too.
fucking reaction streamers that get paid to watch Monday Night Raw without any fucking, um, copyright strikes or nothing. And they would have been like, "Oh my god,
I
can
get
you
so
believe
mad.
what they just said?"
I am so sick and tired of seeing those fucking reaction channels, dude. Fucking Santi Zap. Fucking what's that?
AJ Francis.
What's his name? Mr. Tesk or whatever. Oh my god, it's AJ Francis. No. I hate that guy with a passion.
Francis.
No way, he's in MLW of all places. No way. I am like creaming my
AJ
pants right now.
Francis. God.
Fucking oh, all those people. And then they only do that to show up on like Raw afterwards.
Right. Like this will keep me on Monday Night Raw.
WWE starts doing that now.
Yeah.
I don't do it to go
Looking
on
for the
Raw, but I love when
reactions.
they do. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, my boy,
you don't want to fucking put me on. I'll say some shit.
you don't want to put me on because I don't stream all the time and because I usually
I'd be like,
swear.
you, you'd probably see my fucking face and be like, yeah, this is actually kind of mid.
He didn't mark out. Yeah, he didn't put my face on when Penta debuted.
Right.
It was because I said on the stream, man, it was obvious it was going to be Penta. Meanwhile, you got all those other people. Oh my god, it's Penta!
Because WWE has to have a viral moment, bro.
Oh my god,
Haven't
Joe
you
Hendry at
noticed?
WrestleMania!
Nah, but there was one thing that James said that hit the nail on the head with the whole John Cena thing. It was cool, but it fucking got ruined immediately by the Slim Jim table.
Oh my god, yeah. Like, I won't play the video, but obviously, like, you got Cena talking, and then there's the fucking just Slim Jim logo just chilling right there. Watch me still get copyright striked. I fucking hate you, WWE.
Yeah, we got copyrighted striked in fucking Russia of all places.
Wow.
Yeah, so to the country of Russia, fuck you.
Russia, please don't kill me.
Copyrighted my
WWE
first
said that.
WCW video.
That was your first WCW video? Wasn't it because of the
Yeah,
intro? Wasn't it because
it's
of the
because of
intro?
the intro. It's
I
because of
didn't.
the intro. Because I played the intro to Nitro,
Yeah.
which is just fucking wild. Which is
It was
fucking
just
wild.
it was just a
Because I
fucking
would have
crowd
thought that
chant.
if anybody would have copyrighted struck us, it would have been WWE.
Yeah. Or it would have been at least like England or hell, even Canada.
Jesus Christ! If WWE like sent a cease and desist, I'd probably abide by it right now.
Oh, I definitely would. I'm not
Because
trying to get sued by those fuckers.
because the thing is like the logo that we have, it does kind of have the WCW logo in it,
Okay, yeah.
but it's small enough to what it's kind of small enough to where you can't really notice it unless you're actually looking at it.
Well, I mean, if AEW is allowed to rip off Nitro's logo with Collision, I think you're fine.
Sure.
I mean, they blatantly ripped off that logo. Other news this week, obviously, Liv Morgan, poor girl.
Oh, that is not where I thought you were going. I thought you were about to be like Bill Goldberg.
Oh, we'll go to that later, but I want to get to like things actually worth talking about first.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
So on Monday Night Raw, obviously Liv Morgan wrestled Kairi Sane. Obviously Liv Morgan in the middle of a potential program, definite program with the Bella Twins. But unfortunately, in the world of professional wrestling, and I think wrestling fans need to know this, wrestlers get injured. So Liv Morgan suffered an unfortunate dislocated shoulder. And I've seen a lot of people just white hat, tinfoil hat, Kairi Sane.
Conversation with everybody. Conversation do this.
Yeah, because Zoe Stark got injured a month ago. It's got to be almost a month ago.
Listen. I played devil's advocate when that happened. It was both their faults. Kyrie Shane should have been in position, but also at the same time, Zoe Stark should have waited a little bit till Kyrie Sane was in position and then try to hit that move.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing, too. It's like, you know why they call the moves high risk? Because anyone can get injured from doing them.
High
Now,
risk, high reward, bitch.
Now, with Liv Morgan, it was a takedown, but obviously it was an awkward landing. But you still got people being like, it's Kairi Sane's fault. She took her down too fast. Like something like that. Like, we get it. You think Liv's hot. We get it. But your favorite wrestlers get injured. Now, it is a coincidence that both of these happened with Kairi Sane. But I don't think it's worth this whole Kairi Sane is unsafe, release her, fucking send her back to the performance center or something like that. I don't think we need that. It's not. My buddy Wolf Den Wrestling says Kairi Sane is unsafe. Have you seen her size? Not wrong, buddy. Not wrong at all. I was gonna say this as well earlier. For speaking of reaction channels,
My bad.
kicking
I
it
was
with.
too busy taking a Jack Perry, which is another name for piss.
Gotcha.
Uh, no, but like I have to be careful about what I say about Kyrie Sane and Asuka and Io Sky because
Those divas, those
those
divas
fans
fans
are
will get you, bro.
very ravenous, and if you criticize them, you're just labeled a piece of shit and a racist, which is just absolutely wild.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, is it a coincidence that Kyrie that Kyrie Sane just so happened to have both of these injuries while she was in the ring. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It sucks. But also at the same time, I think I've heard many of our favorite wrestlers and legends say that, oh yeah, man, that time that I got injured, it was a simple thing. Shit happens.
Well, they expect everyone to take the Bret Hart route and say fuck that person for 20 years. Speaking of that person,
It's so funny. It's so funny that you're from Canada and the first wrestler that comes to mind, Bret Hart. Like there's no love for Owen, there's no love for fucking Benoit. It's just Bret. That's it.
well, obviously there's no love for Benoit. Fuck, man.
I mean, come on. I said it on my WCW show and I'll say it here. I don't condone Chris Benoit for what he did. I mean, actually, I condone Chris Benoit for what he did, but I'm also of the age to be able to differentiate the person in the ring that I'm watching because I'm watching a wrestling product and the person
Yeah,
outside of the ring. I enjoy a good Chris Benoit match, don't get me wrong, but the person outside of the ring, I think, was a piece of shit.
obviously. But speaking of that person that Bret Hart says fuck you for 20 years.
I just find it so funny we got both Bret Hart and Bill Goldberg in the year 2025.
Fuck's sake, man.
That's hilarious.
Saturday night's main event, number 257 this year. We are going to get Gunther versus Goldberg for the World Heavyweight Championship. And I just don't understand. Now, don't get me wrong. I know everyone's going to point the finger at me and be like, but you didn't like Jey Uso as champion. Of course not. But Goldberg getting a world title shot in 2025? The fuck are we doing? And
Listen. I know exactly what the WWE is doing, and if they're looking to compete on Saturday, July 12th, sorry, WWE, I'm watching All In. And that's
yeah,
the
that was the
only
thing
wrestling
too.
I'm watching because I'm going to be so fucking gassed from watching All In Texas. I'm not going to want to watch a fucking 50-year-old geriatric man who was limping to the ring and said a couple of weeks ago, before this was made official, that he's not in the best shape of his life and that he finds it difficult to lift. The match is
Yeah,
going to be ugly, folks. And I don't even and Gunther is a fucking talented wrestler, but I don't even think that he's going to be able to make this match work. It's going to suck.
well, no, it will
It is
just
gonna it
be
is gonna be it is gonna be Undertaker Goldberg 2.0.
It's going to be powerbomb, spear, jackhammer, chops, chop, 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 spear, jackhammer, powerbomb, wins.
No, I don't think Goldberg's winning.
No, I powerbomb meaning Gunther wins.
Oh.
But
No, I think it would be nice if Gunther just choked his ass out. I'd just
oh yeah, I
laugh if
forgot
that
Gunther has
actually
another move.
happens. Yeah,
Gunther has
I
another
think
move.
I'd actually just die of laughter if I see that actually happen.
That'll be the most memed image of 2025 is like Goldberg getting choked out and his face turning fucking blue and red.
No, I just have a feeling we're gonna get like his fucking son involved somehow.
Oh no, we're gonna get that Gage kid and he's all like 6'5" and fucking jacked.
Yeah, and also has a fucking tribal tattoo, like his dad.
Yeah, that
What
was
a
the thing. He had the same
queer.
tattoo with his dad, and then Goldberg looked like he was gonna cry.
What a fucking homo.
Oh, but but
I'm sorry, that's like a really gay thing to do. I'm gonna get a tribal tattoo just like my dad.
yeah, I'm gonna get one of my dad's tattoos, 100%. Maybe my dad will cry, But anyway, speaking of the dad who cried, you guys kind of reacted to this.
Oh my god.
You guys kind of reacted to this tweet that I made yesterday.
Fucking Rikishi?
No. Well, we'll get to
Oh.
Rikishi potentially. But this was Goldberg saying he earned the world title match against Gunther. I was 176-0. I don't have to stand in freaking line. I put 30 fucking years ago. So technically he's saying he also earned his world title matches against Kevin Owens and The Fiend. Get the fuck out of here. That'd be like The Undertaker coming back and being like, I was 22-0 at WrestleMania. I want John Cena. Rest in
You better stop. You better stop before you give him ideas.
Never say never.
The Undertaker will never die.
I'm not The Undertaker. I'm Mark Calloway. Ron Killing's that fucker.
I said that the dead man was officially dead, but I'm not.
Keep rolling. What? Fucking hearing Fred Durst on my wrestling program in 2025 would be fucking
I don't
crazy.
need it.
Hey.
I don't need it. I'm not a big Limp Bizkit fan. I think Fred Durst is a goof.
LIMP Biscuit is right here.
Ew.
That was the lyric.
So one thing that I don't like about WrestleMania 17
is fucking Limp Bizkit's performance.
Keep rolling. What?
That entrance went on forever. That entrance went on forever.
Yeah, it did. And the match didn't help either.
Oh yeah, and speaking of the Undertaker's apparently joining creative soon. Or at least he has interest.
Can we have him work with the Wyatt Six?
Give them character and a story?
Yeah, because they're getting a title shot.
Title shot. Yeah. Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy. Where the fuck is Eric Rowan? And why aren't we using him?
Has he not been with the group?
He has, but he's not wrestling.
Oh.
I love me some Eric Rowan.
Maybe he can't. Maybe he's just there for an appearance deal.
Well, he's like an OG Wyatt member. You know who else is an OG Wyatt member? Braun Strowman. They fired him.
That's one big unemployed SOB.
That's one fired son of a bitch.
See, that's another thing that I don't understand. I don't understand the Pat McAfee hate, but then I get it. You know?
The thing, like, I think McAfee's a decent commentator, right? But my thing is, like, for, like, big entrances and big moments and stuff like that, he won't shut the fuck up. Like, dude, stop talking.
I just like it when he calls Dominic Mysterio a dude wipe.
Well, yeah, I like those moments. Like, when he wants to be funny and when the timing is right, it's like, yeah. Yeah,
No,
okay.
I do agree. Pat can be fucking a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Like, way too much.
Like,
and he's the same way on the Pat McAfee show. That's why I rarely watch it, because, I mean, let's be honest. I've got more important things to do than listen to Pat McAfee talk sports. And plus, I only listen to him when he's talking about football. And it's kind of in a lull right now. So
I can't wait to watch a good game of football.
Are you quoting the Family Guy episode where they made fun of John Madden? He's
Football.
threatening the good game of football.
That was literally what I was quoting.
Madden and Fox headquarters. Madden and Fox security. Go ahead, Madden. Take him out. He's threatening the good game of football. Yeah, man, and his I was young enough to remember John Madden on commentary, and his love and affection for Brett Favre was just kind of uncomfortable sometimes.
Speaking of people's love and affection for somebody,
Oh God.
Tony Khan, there's more women on your roster. Why the fuck is Mercedes Moné getting all these belts just because she's so great?
Isn't it a winner take all match?
What, with her and Tony
Yeah,
Storm
yeah.
at All In? No, it's
Is
just
it?
for the AEW Women's World Championship. Yep.
I'm fearing the worst is about to happen.
TBS Championship means nothing now. Mercedes Moné single-handedly destroyed the TBS Championship.
And she single-handedly erased Jade Cargill from the record book.
Yeah. I mean, we all hated that reign. We need to talk about this TBS title reign, bro. That reign sucks.
I just think that AEW and WWE just have too many fucking championships. And now that AEW is threatening to do women's tag titles, it's also at the same time look at how the WWE is treating their women's tag titles. Apparently, those aren't going to be
My
vacated.
thing, yeah, that's why I don't want AEW to create. Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about that when we brought up Liv's injury.
Oh well,
Yeah,
hold
no.
on. Back on the AEW women's division thing. Listen, I'm all for getting women more TV time because I have quite a few favorites like Harley Cameron and
Anna Jay,
and Harley Cameron and Harley
Sky
Cameron.
Blue.
Yeah, I have a really strong affection for Harley Cameron. I don't know what it is about a woman that can sing, but
She's
they instantly get
Australian.
my attention.
She's very good with puppets too.
Very handsy, I guess.
Someone's gonna clip this.
She's good with puppets.
She's good with puppets. She's good with hands. Fuck, I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, let's not. Let's.
No, we ain't going there. It's hot.
No, I don't need to be
I
don't need to be the victim of a Harley Cameron tweet.
I'm gonna be the victim of
it.
You might talk more shit than James, but I talk more shit than the both of you combined.
Well, I'm not talking shit. I think that she's got very great potential.
No, I'm talking shit.
I just think that there's just something about a woman that could sing that instantly gets my attention. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
She needs to write me a song.
Not gonna be a gooner like other members did the IWC.
My girlfriend's gonna hate me so much for making jokes about Harley Cameron. I'm sorry. I'm sleeping on the couch. Anyways.
Doghouse. Now. Oh, I don't even get the couch? Nope. Doghouse.
Hardwood floor. Now.
Do I get to play my Xbox? No.
Can I at least lay near the window? No. Near the closet. But yeah, no. And Mercedes is definitely going to win it all in. Let's not.
Your friend, I'm reading his comments are making me laugh. He says Mercedes is out Hoganing Hogan. I'm afraid she's going to replace Hogan as the embodiment of creative control and overbooking.
She already has. Wolf.
Well, let's hope she doesn't say anything racist in the next like couple of years, because they may be in real trouble.
Nope. Let's not. Let's.
Yeah, can
They're,
we talk about that? Can we talk about this? So
what?
apparently, I don't know if you heard about this, but Hulk Hogan went in for surgery. Did you
Yeah.
hear about this? Yeah,
Yeah. Isn't he on
so
like his deathbed or something? Or they're saying he
yeah,
is?
according to his best friend, Bubba the Love Sponge.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's really big down here in the States. And I don't know if so Bubba the Love Sponge and Hulk Hogan have a special connection. I don't know if you know about this, but
No.
I also uh can do Bubba the Love Sponge's voice a little bit. So I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit of a story of how Hulk Hogan fucked my wife. Well, ex-wife. And then the tape ended up some guy that worked for me at a radio station ended up finding the sex tape and then ended up selling it to a bunch of people. But yeah, Hulk Hogan fucked my wife. So yeah, Bubba Love Sponge went on his live show and
Jesus.
said that Hulk Hogan could potentially be on his deathbed. And there's been people that have like debunked this ever since. Eric Bischoff has said that actually Hulk's doing pretty well. So good on you, buddy. Good on you.
Well, at
As we
least
were
he's still
saying,
kicking.
yeah,
At least he's still kicking. Listen, I'm not one to wish death on anybody. Like I don't like
no,
Hogan as much as the next guy, but dude, I've seen actually people wish death on Hulk Hogan when that news came out. Disgusting.
yeah. People on the internet display vile display of humanity. It's gross.
They're too comfortable behind a keyboard. If they saw those people in real life, they'd
Did
piss their
you did you
pants.
fucking did you fucking hear about the? I'm not giving this Twitter account's name out, but did you see the Twitter account that was wishing death on a certain main roster female?
Wasn't it oh yeah, wasn't that the one that apparently leaked her IP address allegedly?
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck.
Just to clarify, it's the Roxanne one, folks.
It's the one that may or may not replace Liv Morgan as Raquel's tag team partner. The one who may or
Yeah,
may
that's
not be
that's
in the
the one thing
judgment.
that people are kind of missing in this whole thing is that it's gonna ignite a. I bet you WWE has already started igniting the sparks for a Dominic and Roxanne live love triangle.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But it's literally the same thing that they did with
But
Rhea.
but but hold on.
It's
But then
recycled.
here's the swerve. Here's the swerve. I would
What?
absolutely love this. So Dominic is starting to entertain all these women, right?
Uh huh.
And then all of a sudden, here comes Dominic's real wife.
Oh
And we
shit.
make a real life thing out of it. And go like, I see this fucking this fucking slut, Liv Morgan, kissing you on Netflix events while I'm at home doing all the fucking house chores and shit. Like, dude, people would eat that shit up.
That's like a recreation of like Lana and Bobby Lashley's wedding.
You come in my face.
I
I'm gonna come. I'm gonna
fuck.
come.
I'm coming hard.
I'm gonna come. And I'm coming hard.
Fuck. But yeah, no, like I said this in my video 2 days ago. I think what they're gonna do because they're not vacating those women's tag team titles. It's been reported. Roxanne's clearly gonna replace Liv, and Raquel's gonna team with her, and then the Bellas will face Roxanne and Raquel at Evolution, where the Bellas are clearly gonna win the tag team titles.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. Oh my God. I am so happy to be here and collecting a weekly paycheck from WWE so I can pay my ex-husband child support and alimony because I'm a piece of shit.
What about all these women, guys like Roxanne
Yeah,
Perez,
what
guys
about
like Stephanie Vacquet? Like, fuck, man. People have not let that go. I will never let that go.
her fucking voice makes me want to. Sorry.
Guys, I kicked down the doors for all the women. I've helped the women's division so much. Even though when I was there, they were only getting 2-minute matches on Raw, and it wasn't until I stopped working full-time that the women actually got treated properly.
Exactly.
People don't want to talk about
If
that.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, if I'm gonna be honest with the audience here, if
Yeah.
anybody can claim paving the road for women's evolution, it would be probably Medusa.
Well, yeah, and like that old era kind of thing, yeah.
Just saying.
I don't want to say old, but older.
Yeah, calling Trish Stratus old is a sin.
Yeah. Calling Lita old is a sin. But probably the last topic we're going to talk about here on the stream. Good old Jon Moxley.
Oh, what did he do?
Well, apparently 2 years ago, he shoved a guy.
Oh, no, not this.
And now
Not
he's
this.
being
I completely
sued.
forgot about this, and we didn't even talk about it on the fucking show.
I was waiting for
God
you guys to talk about
damn.
that on the show.
God damn. You should have fucking commented, bro. If you would have commented and go
You
like, what
guys
about the
weren't
Jon
live.
Moxley lawsuit?
You guys weren't live when I was watching it. You guys were live when I was working.
Oh. Oh, that's
Otherwise, I
true.
would have.
Fuck.
I would have been like,
Well,
dude, talk about the Jon Moxley shit.
I completely forgot about that because, quite frankly, I think that it's just a nothing burger, and
It
the dude
is.
is just trying to get like a paycheck. Like, dude,
Why wait
people get
2 years?
shoved. Like, hey, did you think? Do you think that the guy that fucking Undertaker jumped on? Do you think he fucking sued the company?
Nope.
Oh,
But this is what they said. AEW and Jon Moxley sued for negligence, civil assault, and battery by production crew member. Christopher Despensa claims he suffered severe neck and shoulder injuries as a result of being shoved to the ground unexpectedly by Moxley
my
during a
neck,
match with
my
Kenny
back.
Omega.
This dude is the definition of my neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack.
Despensa alleges in the lawsuit that the incident resulted in him requiring cervical fusion surgery, shoulder surgery, and treatment from other unspecified injuries.
Oh, you're talking about like um clavicle, right? How's it
Yeah,
spelled?
because in the tweet it said cervical. I'm like, woman?
Cervical is for women. Is that?
That was what
Oh
I was
boy,
thinking. It's like, wait,
that would be a
no.
whole can of worms, brother. That would be a whole can of worms. Let me
That dude
tell
doesn't have
you,
a cervix.
dude,
But
have a
anyway,
pussy. This dude is a pussy.
here's the little shove that took place.
Danielson, both these guys are tough.
He landed on his shoulder. My cervix.
My pussy.
Well,
That damn bald-headed son of a bitch shoved me. I'm gonna sue.
he wasn't really bald headed at the time.
How long ago was this?
2 years ago. I think it was
And
June
this dude just
2023.
now thought of bringing this up.
Yep.
I smell money hungry, a money hungry bastard, if you ask me.
His shoulder's been broken for 2 years. I tried reading the whole thing too. It's a whole bunch of nothing. I laughed the entire time. I'm not even going to try to remember any of it. And I'm not even going to try to recite it all here. But
Yeah, it's all just a bunch of legal jargon that none of us simpletons are ever going to be able to understand anyways.
That's the thing. It's like, if it wasn't planned, it's like, my thing is, if this guy hurt his shit so badly, why didn't he talk to anybody then?
Because he was probably still employed. I feel like this is like a former employee that got fired because he sucks at his job.
Maybe. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't wait 2 years if this traumatic event happened to me. I'd be like, no. I'm gonna talk to you right now.
Bro, it's the same. It's the same thing with. See, this is where I get on a slippery slope. It's the same thing with these women that wait like 6 years to finally come out and say that they've been sexually assaulted, but in reality, these allegations are fake. And they are just looking for a payday because that's all people are looking for nowadays is just a payday. Do I agree? Do I think that John Moxley is reckless in the ring? Yeah, sometimes I think he can get out of control a little bit.
That's indisputable. Or it's undebatable, sorry.
Yeah. I mean the guy should know, but also, also at the same time, the goddamn show clearly states at the beginning, like, hey, if you're sitting like front row, you're liable to get shit flung at you and shit.
Well, look at Revolution when all that glass was flying when Darby crashed into that.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting a little skeptical. Have we heard if Darby has like made it off of Mount Everest yet?
Well, we all know he made it to the top, but I don't think we've heard anything
Yeah,
about
have
him
we
getting
heard if
off.
he's made it to the I think somebody needs to tweet Sean Ross Sapp and ask that question and go like, hey, so has anybody heard of you know what? I'm gonna do that like we're live right now.
I asked
'Cause I'm
AEW in an official capacity if Darby Allin
no,
got
I'm
off.
gonna ask Tony Khan specifically.
Oh, good
Hey,
luck. Well, hey, he responded to
just
WWE Real One, so
just curious, have you or anyone else heard if Darby has reached the bottom of Mount Everest? It's been a couple weeks at least. I'm also gonna do
it's been about 2 weeks.
this. What is fucking idiot's name? Never mind, I got it.
What idiot's name?
I got it. Sean Ross said, tweet has been sent. I doubt I'll get a fucking response, but it would be nice. Be nice because I'm actually kind of curious because we heard that he made it up there and we haven't heard that he made it back down.
He'll just tell you to go fuck yourself.
No, I think that that's a fucking genuine question. I
It
really
is
want
a
to know.
genuine question.
I really want to know because we all made a big deal like, yeah, Darby made it, let's go. And now we haven't heard.
Well, it is a big deal. I mean,
What if the reason why we haven't heard anything is because they're actually trying to keep this like a hush hush thing?
like a surprise return at All In or something.
Yeah,
Casino
because I'm
Gauntlet match
starting to
is
get really
happening.
worried, brother. I'm starting to get really worried that Tony Khan really likes this John Moxley thing, and he's gonna see that the numbers are back up, and he's
Oh
gonna be like, "Well,
no.
I think I'm gonna keep John Moxley as champion and continue with this Darby Allin thing."
Maybe the numbers are coming back is because they're actually putting good matches on your shows for once.
Oh yeah, but JD, Well, what about this story?
What about the story? Meanwhile, Hangman, Swerve,
Is literally
Ospreay.
on a redemption tour right now.
Yeah, there's a story there. There's story. MJF and the Hurt Syndicate sucks, man. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I actually very much like MJF and the Hurt Syndicate. We hurt people.
We hurt people. We hurt people. And we
love
also
that.
steal masks.
Yep.
MJF did more than El Grande Americano has done in like 3 months.
He's more believable behind a mask.
Yeah, he's more of a heel to the luchadors right now than fucking El Grande Americano.
Yeah, El Grande Americano.
That's crazy.
El Grande Americano parodies luchadors. MJF full blown disrespects luchadors. Full blown, like, fuck you, I'm taking your mask.
Oh,
like,
Jesus Christ, man.
And also, maybe AEW's numbers are going up because WWE's gotten worse.
Yeah, WWE's been kind of stale. Like even I don't even want to watch NXT right now.
I haven't checked out a lot of NXT recently.
I try to, but the problem is that I can't watch it live because it's on when I'm sleeping, like most fucking wrestling shows.
Well,
Because I
yeah.
don't go to work until 10 o'clock at night. So
Yeah, my thing is like now recently it's like I work until 10, so it's like let's say if it's a Monday, it's like I already missed like 2 hours. There's like half an hour left. There's no point of watching it live.
yeah, my
TV Soap says, "Hey, my little sister hates me."
oh, that
Damn.
is unfortunate.
That is
don't know anything about that because my sister is older than me.
My sister is a couple months old, so I don't know if she hates me or not.
You'll know.
Yeah, please don't hate me, sis.
You'll know.
I'll know in about a couple of years.
When you're holding the baby and they start pissing and shitting, puking all over you.
You'll start crying.
Mom, could you take the baby? I think it hates me.
Yeah. Guys, my sister hates me.
As long as you teach her the Canadian tradition of showing her Bret Hart matches, I don't think she's gonna hate you.
No, instead she'll hate Bill Goldberg.
Let me tell you something about Bill Goldberg. Have you ever heard the backstory to that?
Yeah,
that Bret Hart didn't like Goldberg during that promo, so he refused to call him by Goldberg and was referring to him in that entire promo as Bill Goldberg.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about Bill Goldberg. Bill Goldberg, Bill Goldberg.
We probably wouldn't have any wrestler refer to him as Bill if Bret didn't go off the rails.
Bill.
No, this song.
Bill. Inertia is
but ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for the show.
Inertia is something of matter. Whatever.
Inertia is a property of matter, I think.
There you go. Yeah, I'm not too sciencey.
Science rules.
Science rules. Bill.
No, I remember.
Bill
I remember back in the day.
Your head. Bill.
But I remember, like, way back in the day. Obviously, there's those memes, right, of like when the teacher puts on Bill Nye the Science Guy, and then the whole class is just chanting Bill. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Man, I miss that show.
Oh God, yeah.
The memories.
Yeah, my favorite quote of his is where he takes the globe and he goes, "The world is on fucking fire."
I know what you're talking.
Yeah, the Earth
I
is
know. I
on
didn't mind
fucking
teaching
fire.
photosynthesis to you when you were 12.
It's also getting paid.
I didn't mind teaching photosynthesis to you when you were 12, but you're adults now, and this is an actual crisis. Safety glasses off, motherfuckers.
The world is on fucking fire.
It felt like it's almost like your dad like crashing out at you full blown. It's like, whoa. You know what I mean? Bill Nye just said a curse word.
No, actually, Lily, I don't, because my real dad is a piece of shit, and wouldn't you know who won the pony? My stepdad was also a piece of shit.
Oh,
So my positive male role model is CM Punk. So there you go.
no, there you go. He's straight edge.
No, because here I'll end the story kind of on a sad but also defining moment note.
Okay.
So CM Punk had just dropped the pipe bomb, right? And he said, "I'm the voice of the voiceless," and that stuck with me so fucking hard that one day. So I'm gonna say this right now. My stepdad was very abusive piece of shit,
Oh.
physically abusive piece of shit. And one day he was just, I know what it was. I was grounded for the summer from playing video games because I had failing grades. Yeah. Try telling
Oh.
that to a rebellious teenager that just watched CM Punk spew just a bunch of shit on national television and literally took it to heart. I was like, fuck you. So he was like, were you playing video games? And I was like, you already know the answer to that question. Why are you asking me such a stupid question? Slapped me, and I looked at him, and I just gave him a smile, charged at him. Of course, I'm like, 120 pounds of nothing. So that didn't work out. But like all I heard was, "I'm the voice of the voiceless," as I was getting the shit kicked out of me. So my fandom for CM Punk goes into a whole different level of psychology. So there you go. Quit calling CM Punk a hypocrite. He's not a fucking hypocrite.
My man's doing
I
his job
mean,
and getting paid.
the thing is, and I'll give JD the credit for this because this is where I heard it from. You're gonna tell me that WWE is gonna have a Royal Rumble without CM Punk,
Not
one of their
wrong.
biggest stars, a WrestleMania without CM Punk?
Because they're inevitably going to do a WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia.
Well, yeah,
It's only a matter of time.
if there's even a fucking Middle East left.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if all this shit doesn't turn into shit, then we're going to get a WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia.
Listen, as the old phrase goes, if it looks like shit, smells like shit, it's shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
But anyways, guys, that's going to
yeah, yeah,
well, you got
yeah.
more.
Go ahead, go ahead. I was just gonna recommend a fucking show for the viewing audience to watch. SummerSlam 2001. You're not gonna be disappointed. And if you are 420 friendly, I definitely would recommend watching the show while partaking in the smoking of marijuana.
I mean, especially if it's that RVD Jeff Hardy match. I mean, hey.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely smoke before during the entrances because once the match reaches its peak is when you're gonna reach your peak.
Whoa, that 5-star,
Whoa, man,
man.
that fucking Jeff Hardy, man, god damn, off the fucking ladder, man.
That was so trippy, bro.
And the wild thing is seeing Booker T with the WCW World Title.
Fucking The Rock. Who in the blue hell are you? I'm the WCW champion, sucker. But
Hey, listen, the bookend was just basically the rock bottom.
yep. But
Okay, what are you
anyways,
gonna
ladies
do?
and gentlemen, that's going to conclude the show for today. The Unscripted Podcast, season whatever the fuck, because I've done this for years, episode 2. I want to thank Aaron Baker of the Savage Wrestling Podcast for hopping on. Obviously, go and subscribe to the Savage Wrestling Podcast. I also listen to this part of the stream. Me and James are fine.
Okay, all right, sweet.
James is going to love hearing that. I
James
got
is gonna be
mad
so
for
giddy.
2 days.
No, listen. I thought that it was the funniest fucking thing. I was like, brother, you're getting mad about a fucking maple syrup joke that everybody makes.
The thing like that was I'm just so sick and fucking tired of Canada jokes. It's not even just like
Well, the problem is like at the
I'm
same time,
Canadian. I'm
like
an open
U.S.
kid.
Canadian relations were not at the best at that point at that fucking time. So I
Well,
was like,
yeah,
ooh,
it's like I can understand that. So it's like when I say break over, I mean it's just like this whole beef is fucking over.
yeah.
It wasn't even beef.
It's
I
not,
was fucking pissed off.
yeah,
That was it.
100%.
That was it. It was just a crash out for me. It wasn't beef. It wasn't like I made that video and said to James, "Fuck
Not,
you."
nah, it's not like our beef with two heads, one cock, or whatever the fuck they're called.
2 heads, 1 table, 2 girls, 1 cup, whatever.
Two dudes, one hammer.
2 dudes, 1
100
table.
men, 100 men versus one gorilla.
Oh God. 1,000-pound
And
sisters.
they and there's in two heads, one table's case, it would be 1,000 Roman Reigns versus one Cody Rhodes.
Who will win? Yeah, no.
Cody
So
Rhodes.
just to end the show on that route, I didn't even feel like I even needed to say that on the show.
Nah,
Me and
you're
James are
good.
fine.
You're good.
That's why I keep tagging him and stuff. And
Yeah, I think he kind of figured because he was like, I see that you keep tagging me and stuff.
yeah.
So I guess people are like giving him shit about it still. So like if there's anybody that listens to this and is still giving James shit, knock it off.
Well, yeah, those
Come
same
give me
people are
shit. Come give
probably
me shit on my political opinions and tell me why I'm wrong so I can hit you with cold hard facts.
looking at the title of this video being like, "Wait, why the fuck is Willie doing a show with Aaron Trader?"
Traitor, fucking traitor. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Aaron Baker's gone all elite. Boo hoo, cry me a river,
You
pussy.
remind me of Mariah May, man, you fucking traitor. No. No traitor. No traitor here.
Can we stop with the? Oh, hold on a second.
Hmm.
Let me get a drink of water here.
Oh man, you're gonna mimic people?
No, this will be my final thought, and then we can end the show. Um, can we stop with so and so is a traitor because they went to a different company with a better opportunity for them?
Exactly.
Like, I don't hate Ricochet for going over to AEW. It wasn't like WWE was going to use him anyways, guys.
Nope. Like that's the thing. They're
I'm
not a
just saying.
traitor. They're just doing better opportunities somewhere else. And Cedric Alexander went to TNA. Yeah, no, a
Friday.
couple days ago, Friday,
Friday. Yeah, because that's
and
when they had their
people.
fucking. Isn't that when they had their fucking pay-per-view or something?
One of their pay-per-views. They do a pay-per-view like every couple weeks. It
Yeah, that's
seems.
what happens when you're in a partnership with WWE. They want
But
you to
I've
run
seen people be like,
shows.
"Oh, so technically, yeah, so technically Cedric Alexander didn't go anywhere." I was like, at least he's getting paid.
Yeah. I mean, I would have really liked to see him with the Hurt Syndicate, get the OGs back together, but
Yeah, me too. Like I thought that was how they were gonna do the betrayal of MJF was
yeah.
Cedric's the real fourth man. But if Cedric wants to go to TNA, obviously they're gonna run back the thing with Mustafa Ali. Go for it.
Mm. Mm.
Go
Mustafa
for it.
Ali, let me tell you, right.
Go for it. They're gonna have a good match.
Right?
Like, who the fuck cares? He's getting paid. That's all we care about. He's not sitting at home. He's gonna be wrestling. And hey, even if his TNA run doesn't last long and he ends up going to AEW, good for him. But they just won AEW just like that. And because TNA's with WWE, he didn't go anywhere.
Here's the thing.
He was sitting
Here's
at
the
home for
thing about
months.
here's my final thoughts about AEW, and I've said this multiple times, and you could find me saying it multiple times.
Mm.
I don't want AEW to crumble and cease to exist.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't. I want them to succeed, but I will always stop watching when I think that their product is shit, like I did all last year. Their product was not good.
No.
And listen, to the people that are calling for the death of AEW, shame on you. Do you not remember the monopoly that WWE had from 2001 to 2019? It was 18 years of the same shit.
And it was the worst shit, too. Well, at least in the late 2010s.
Yeah, please don't remind me of WrestleMania 27, please.
Don't remind me of WrestleMania 34.
Mm.
Fucking abysmal. Hell, even WrestleMania fucking 35.
Hell, even WrestleMania COVID edition.
Oh, yeah. I will never watch that show.
Yeah, you can never watch that show in a vacuum or by yourself or you can't watch that show in a room full of people because they're gonna think that you're watching porn. Thanks, Rhea Ripley and Charlotte.
You just hear a bunch of women like grunting.
Grunting and moaning.
What the fuck are you watching?
What the fuck are you watching out loud, brother? Wrestling. It's Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, whatever.
And that woman's called Mommy? What the fuck are you watching? What kind of kink do
This
you
was
have?
before she was mommy. I think this was
It
blonde Rhea
was
Ripley.
before she was Mommy, yeah.
Yeah, blonde Rhea Ripley. Y'all forgot
She
about
was
blonde Rhea Ripley.
she was the brutalizer.
Yeah. You're
Oh.
gonna be called the Brutalizer. Yeah, sure, Vince, whatever.
I'm just here to get a name for myself. And now I get title shot after title shot. Mate, I'll just do whatever. Hell, I want to face Tiffany Stratton, mate.
Oh my. Could you stop?
Like, fuck off.
You're gonna get me heated about Rhea Ripley
Yeah.
and her constant push.
I've had enough. But anyways, before we get into another debate, this will be it for the Unscripted Podcast. Again, I want to thank Aaron for hopping on.
Man, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, thanks for coming on. Be sure to subscribe to the Savage Wrestling Podcast on YouTube. You'll see a couple podcasts with me on there if you want to do a bit of digging. But also check out their recent stuff as well. Also, Aaron does WCW reviews now.
Actually, I announced on the show that I might just be doing the pay-per-views because trying to um take notes during a pay-per-view is like a 6-hour experience
Yeah, I
because
feel
it's a
you.
3-hour show and I have to literally pause after every match, after every promo and
Yeah,
fucking take notes. And I have to do the same thing with Nitro. So it's taking me now 3 hours to get through a Nitro, and it's becoming a pretty tall task. It's
no,
becoming
I
not
feel
fun.
you.
So I think I think moving forward, I'm just gonna do the pay-per-views. So the next time you see something about me covering WCW, we'll be talking about Bash at the Beach.
Beach.
Dennis Rodman and Hulk Hogan versus Lex Luger in the Giant Brother.
Well, it's the Giant.
Oh, another recommendation for a show to watch is a Backlash 1999.
Oh, yeah.
Mankind and the Big Show in a boiler room brawl. If you like blood and wrestling, you'll get your fair share. Trust me.
But anyways, guys, that's it for me. This has been your boy Will's Wrestling Corner. That has been Aaron Baker. And with all that
Technically,
being,
my name's just Scipio Africanus.
is that supposed to be like a parody of something?
No, it's a famous Roman general.
Oh, shows how much I know
Yeah.
my history. I'm sorry, my high school teacher.
Scipio Africanus helped him in the I think in the some fucking war. I'm not really up to snuff on my ancient Roman history right now. I'm fucking
Just
kind of
Google it.
Just,
Just Google it.
the funny thing is that there's a college football head coach here in the States. He's the head coach of Indiana University. His name's Kurt Signetti. He actually used that in
You
his
actually use just Google
post. Yeah, he said just Google me.
it.
Just
Just
Google me.
Google it.
You'll see my resume. It speaks for itself. Just Google me.
Fuck
Yeah.
off.
Yeah,
Try to
fuck off.
pull a Paul Heyman on Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, I'm the GOAT. Greatest of all time. Yeah, undisputed. But yeah,
Christ.
this has been your boy Will. That has been Aaron. And with all that being said, we will see you next time.
Porn sucks.